Like the whole point of bodybuilding is finding the mindset to actually change your body. Anyone can do it. It's just some people gotta try a lot harder than others. And what is up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Today's ASMR sip is 19to7wire.com. Coupon code Russo. ASMR Spritz, Intelligent, Elephant, Cobalt. Hear your noises. Alright, today I'm going to be doing a general rant from an NGL question I got in my Instagram at RussoLifts. Follow me there and check out my pinned comment down below for sources for this unbiased shadow ban content. Basically, the question was, what do you do if you can't progress in the gym? You're a hard gainer in the gym. You're doing everything right, so you think, and you're watching your friends progress faster than you. This was me when I started out, so I can relate to this. All right, first off, you probably need to take your diet way more seriously than your other friends. Genetics are a bitch, but genetics can be fiddled around with, and you can overcome your genetics most importantly. So if you're having trouble gaining weight, then I would definitely continually track your food while continually documenting your weight and then seeing how much food it takes to actually move the scale. While you're moving the scale, I would like to see you progress your compound movements. So your compound movements, preferably with dumbbell, but barbell is fine as well. But your compound movements are going to use the most stabilizer muscles, trigger the body the most to make epigenetic changes. You can see why the old school bodybuilders compared to the new school bodybuilders. The old school bodybuilders, in my opinion, look better for whatever reason, and they are using mostly free weights, mostly barbells, mostly dumbbells, while the new age bodybuilders are using tons of drugs and machines to prevent injury. That's what's new in that department, is like literally just focus on doing compound movement strength and doing dumbbell volume, right? Volume. So increase the strength, increase the volume while increasing the food. Now, if you're starting to get a little skinny fat, fluffy, that's fine. We're gonna track our blood glucose by a blood glucose reader. You can get them at any single CVS, any single grocery store has a blood glucose reader. And basically, as long as your resting blood glucose is under 85, you can continue to bulk, right? Meaning your insulin response is still working, so you can continue shoving food. That's how you should be, monitoring your caloric intake, especially your carb intake during this bulking period, because if you're not progressing, we need the building blocks. We need the food, and then we need to create a new stimulus, aka redo your training, increase your compound movements drastically, and then keep the volume high. I think keeping the volume high is what worked for me the best, but you could also try low volume, high intensity training. But for this video, I'm gonna say higher volume, raise the volume up and see how you respond. Remember, everyone trains all these different ways, and there's some insanely crazy pros that train horrible in my opinion personally. It doesn't matter. The main thing that matters is their mindset when they go into the gym, and I feel like that is the key to what this person really needs, is the mindset of going into the gym each day, wanting to kill the weights. How the Trend Twins say, get manic in the gym. Like, you have to mentally push. Right? So if you're not mentally in there to become a better version of yourself, that's going to reflect in the mirror. I know how crazy that sounds. I know, that's La La Land Russo at this point, but I truly believe when I was wrestling with the best wrestlers on the wrestling mat, when I was running against the best runners on the cross-country courses, they have a mindset. You need to generate, control, critique, build your mindset in the gym on your fitness journey, and then you can use that mindset with whatever you want after. But I feel like the mindset, the discipline of, again, fixing these variables, increasing food intake, increasing compound movement strength, and then focusing on your mentality each day in the gym, meaning you want to change each day. Like the whole point of bodybuilding is finding the mindset to actually change your body. Anyone can do it. It's just some people gotta try a lot harder than others, and the more you have to climb, the better you are at the top anyway, so it really doesn't matter. You just have to really bite down and focus. The last thing I'm gonna say is I will get my blood work pulled, I will look at my testosterone, I will look at my IGF, and I will look at my T3 to see where all that is sitting at. So your T3 is your thyroid. Just got to make sure that's normal and or a little bit hyperthyroid in my opinion, because we want the thyroid to continue to stay on. We want to look at testosterone. It doesn't really correlate with overall muscle mass, but it does correlate with vigor and drive. And if it's low, then that could be mentally why you are suffering. There's tons of natural supplements like Enhanced Labs Blue Ox, Black Ox, or Gorilla Mind Sigma product that would boost your numbers by 200 points, and you might be able to feel the difference. But the real story and the muscle quality is your IGF-1 level. So if that's chronically low, it may be beneficial to add in 1 single unit of GH a day after training, in my opinion. Or you could do MK677 and fight the blood sugar bullshit. But something to increase IGF-1 would help dramatically as you're hammering your body harder in the gym, and it's going to become focused on recovery. But I would definitely look at your biomarkers. There might be some sort of glaring issue in the biomarkers where you're like, oh, this is why I can't put on size, because my testosterone's 200. You know, I've been in this office job, I've been hypogonadal for so long, my mind hasn't been like manly, I haven't been in a vicious mind state of being masculine. This is what's gonna cause me to have issues gaining in the gym. Could you change your mind state? Could you take a natural T booster? Could you jack up your natural fat intake to increase your natural testosterone? Get aggressive with your compound movement training? Yeah, these are all things, but it might stem from that. It might stem from an underactive thyroid, which that's the worst, is trying to get a thyroid to freaking turn back on, especially with women. Or it could be your IGF-1, you just can't recover. You can't recover, you beat yourself up in the gym, you never recover. That's your IGF-1 being fucked up. All these issues can happen in modern society with the way modern people live. And it's a lot more than just weight training. Yeah, you can attack all the weight training first, and then you get to the biomarkers at the end and see what you can do. But I think the biggest thing that I wanted to say in this rant is that it really comes down to mind state each day. And if you look at the go to your gym, look at the best person in your gym, best physique, hardest training person, whatever, you'll see that it's the mind state most of the time, and or the lazy IFBB pro that you see in the gym that's texting on the phone. I have some friends who are like high level pros that just text all the time. At one point, their mind state was insane to get there. After you get there, it's easy to maintain there. But just remember, the reason they're there is at one point in their life, their mind state was completely disciplined and dialed in on figuring this out, building that mentality, and then maybe they put their mentality to somewhere else, or maybe they got the results they were satisfied with. But that's what I want to drill home, is mentality. Lock that in and start fiddling around with all the biomarkers with discipline, right? Start fiddling around with all the calories with discipline. Start fiddling around with all the training with discipline. If it's not working, change it. Note if it's changing or not. If it's not working again, change it. Like, that's what I had to do when I was younger, when I was skinny fat, when I couldn't put on any muscle. My friends would go in the gym, they'd put on muscle, not me. I'd put on strength, but not muscle. Had to end up eating 5,000 plus calories a day, got a little bit fluffy, recomposition, dialed it back in, and where I looked lean around 220 for a while, I did that for influencing, and then I decided to chase actual size, actual enhanced size, and here I am, train wreck later at 260. You can see my abs, you can see my veins and my lats when I wake up. Hopefully this time when I go back down to 230, 220, this disciplined mentality of pushing through all this shit will yield the results. I will see you guys in my next video.